Hello again. Just figured I'd bring another video out. It's been cold here the last couple weeks, so I haven't had a chance to really play around with anything. But I did pick up this beauty. This is a 1951 Farmall H with the optional factory wide front. This is the international version now. It's got the got all the arms and stuff out front. I believe the aftermarket now. The aftermarket front end would have had all these arms in reverse. So this one here is an original international, and they aren't bent to heck, which is a miracle. Gonna be honest, it's the main reason I wanted this thing. I was originally gonna pull the front end off, and I decided that it's been a while since I had an H again, and I figured it looked original with it. So I figured I'd just see if I could get the engine to run again. I did get the engine to start up. It is not running very well currently. It wants to run with about 2/3 choke. It's got the all fuel carburetor. I know my 41H had the same carb anyway, and we were playing around with it running kerosene in it. Yeah, this is an X1 now, not an X3, I believe. X3s were kerosene, the X1s right here, they were gasoline. Yeah, here's the all-fuel carb. I did rebuild it. I tried soaking it in gas for the last 3 days. I'm still having trouble with it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull everything apart again. I'm gonna do an old trick that I did on my L carburetor. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull everything out of it, get some fresh white vinegar, put it in a metal container, put it on top of a little outside cooker, little stove we got. Gonna let it boil for an hour or two. Now, vinegar acts as acidic. It's a very light acid, I guess you could say. So it will normally eat any dirt that's left in it, normally. This is only the second time I've ever really had to do it. So we're going to see what happens. So if not, I'm going to try to find another carburetor. But what stinks is that you can't use a Super H carburetor because the manifold's actually larger on a Super H through 350. So I'm going to have to see if I can find another straight H carburetor. Now this one here, I put all new hoses on it. New hoses here, up here. So I got that figured out. And they were to the point where I got it to fire up and the thing started leaking right off the bat. So I figured I'm just going to replace them, and I got some stuff off eBay. Now this thing was a 6-volter when I got it. I'm getting the generator rebuilt currently. I'm converting everything over to 12 volt. It's just easier on the starter. I got a regulator in there, a 12 volt regulator. I'm going to stick on it. Surprisingly on this thing, the way I was told, the old man that originally had this thing passed away about 30 years ago. And it was sitting, but apparently when he had it all painted up at one point, supposedly. Now, it looks like a rattle can job, from my opinion, but he also, at one point, had brand new tires on it. These tires almost look new, if it wasn't for being weathered so badly. Field and Road, I think they're Firestones. Got the rear wheel weights. They're not bad looking, it's just a shame. This thing was actually a pretty nice piece, I think, before they left it sit. This in here, someone's beefed up the drawbar on it. Not surprising. And drawbars, while they were strong, you never know what people are doing with them. It's not uncommon that people have these doubled up, double welded. I've seen drawbar on top of drawbar already, especially with the M's. The M's are a little more common, a little more busting, a little stronger. They'd bust the drawbars a little quicker. This in here, I gotta completely rewire this thing. I got the throttle working on it. Brakes surprisingly work, and all 5 forward gears work, and the reverse works. It's gonna be a work in progress. But I'm hoping to have this, along with my 350 over there, be together as sort of a part of a set. Since the H was the first generation with this style motor and 5-speed rear, while the 350 was actually the last of the generation with that rear end and motor. Now, I believe the only main difference between these two is that The 350, I think it's 175 cubic inch. Don't quote me on that. But where I think the H is only around 150 something. And they increase the RPM, increase the fourth gear speed, but it's essentially the same tractor. But I think the H here is only around 25, 24 horse. Or this one here I had dynoed at 42. Well, this one actually has step pistons in it too, but still, they're pretty powerful. Not quite as torquey as an M, but they're still great. But I just figured I'd give you guys here a bit of a heads up on one of my new projects. I get it fired up here again. I will get a couple videos of it. I just figured I get a before and after video on it. This thing's pretty rough. So, alright you guys, I'll try to get another video out here sometime. Alright, later.